And if I told you once, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Or maybe I will, I don't know. Salute all my real ones. Yeah, look, bro, we got Don't Get Neil deGrasse Tyson started on water towers, and the guy sitting next to him is Chuck Nice. I ain't even gonna intro this video. All I'm gonna say is like button, subscribe button, notification bell, press those. Let's go!
So I dig water towers.
Don't get me started on water towers.
Oh, really?
Don't even.
You like water towers too, or please, I don't want to feel alone in this. Please say yes.
So when you talk about water towers,
yes,
you have to be specific, because if you live in New York City,
right,
water tower means only one thing, and that's the vessel that holds water on the top of your building. But most people, I think, when they hear water tower, they think of the water tower that's in the center of their town.
That's true.
And if you came at the right time in twilight and you're not quite fully there, it looks like, they all almost look like they landed from Mars.
Right.
Aliens coming down. In fact, during the broadcast of War of the Worlds, there are people thinking it's real, and they were described as having these, and so people were shooting water towers.
Shooting water towers.
Yeah, thinking that was what was being described. Anyhow, so.
Hold on. I've heard that story, but I never really thought about it. You live in the town. I'm assuming you've passed by this water tower plenty of times. You've seen it before. You hear the thing on the radio because there's no TV, so you decide to go and shoot the water tower that you've probably seen a million times. Like, dog, it's been here.
It's kind of cool, actually.
Water towers are interesting because it gives you water pressure without electricity, provided it's full of water.
Right.
All right, but how do you get the water up there? You got to pump it. Water doesn't get there by itself.
Okay, now.
How are you going to get water up to the top of your roof? You got to pump it. That takes electricity. So here's what happens. You pump the water up to the tower. Now there's a blackout. You still have water until that tank empties.
Right.
Then you don't have water.
Because you have gravity. As long as you have gravity.
As long as you have, gravity to pull water from the tower. Then you have it.
Right.
So basically, if electricity goes out, quickly fill up everything with water. And then it'll be gone, and then you don't have to be stank, the next day.
So now here's the interesting question. If you got to pump the water up to the tower,
right,
why not just pump the water straight to the people's apartments in the building?
Oh, because they might not need it in that moment. Plus, you want enough water at any given instant to accommodate
everybody.
If everybody wants to take a shower, they can do it.
Right, because all the water is right in this one
in that
tank.
one thing. But therefore, everybody would have to have a pump. And what's the point of that?
Right.
So it has that efficiency. Okay.
See, I like water towers even more now.
Now here's another thing. Have you ever noticed the buckles that go around the water tower that holds them together?
They're like little metal rods.
The metal rods.
All the way around.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed those?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever thought about them?
Not really.
Let's split the water tower into 3 levels.
Okay.
Top, middle, and bottom.
Okay, that would be a good 3.
So you can ask, what is the weight of the water of that top third? It's whatever it is.
Right.
Okay? Call it 500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Okay? So now I put a little buckle around that.
Right.
Okay? Right at that spot. Let me go to the bottom of that. Now, what is the weight of water at that point? Well, it's the top part.
500 plus 500.
It's 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds.
Well, if
plus the 500 at the bottom.
I didn't get there yet.
Sorry.
So if one of these hoops is the right strength to hold 500 pounds,
right,
then that one I need more than one hoop to hold it down here.
Yeah.
But how do you know? I know what Neil is saying, but how do you know that the hoops weren't made with the heaviest weight in mind? So if 1,500 is the bottom one, then how do you know that the rods aren't or the hoops aren't made with like 2,000 pounds in mind or whatever?
I need 2.
Right.
If one can hold 500, like 2 will hold the 1,000. Now I'm at the bottom. I have 500 per 500. I got 1,500 pounds pressing down at the bottom.
Right.
I need 3 of those hoops.
Gotcha.
Okay? Go look at the water towers on the tops of buildings. The hoops get closer
and closer
together
as you get to the bottom.
As you get to the bottom. Just because of this fact. The water gets heavy.
Well, just so you know, I live in New York City. We don't got those. That's crazy.
Nice. That is more than you ever wanted to know about.
I know it is. It is so too.
And it's so cool as far as I'm concerned.
If they're equally spaced, the person didn't know what they were doing, and you should not move into that building. Because the base of the water tower would not be as structurally sound as the upper portions. And that's where the stuff goes bad.
You better have flood insurance if that happens. Wow, that is so cool.
Water towers, a little bit of physics, a little bit of electricity.
It's all happening.
Oh, one last thing.
Cool.
If a building in Manhattan is lower than about 6 stories, doesn't need a water tower.
All right.
Because the matter.
Because, wait, let me guess. Because you can get the water to every apartment just through the regular pressure of a pump?
Yes. No, it's not a pump.
Not a pump.
It's the height of the reservoir that's feeding Manhattan has that elevation above Manhattan.
Gotcha.
So the water
pressure
falls,
is already there.
The water falls from the reservoir into your faucet over that height. And you know something? The ancient Romans knew that. The aqueduct.
Aqueducts were built on that?
Aqueduct, pieces of which are still standing, was a channel that fed a lake or whatever was their water supply, which is at a higher elevation than Rome. And they scoop up that water, and the water just goes down all by itself. No pump necessary.
Boy, they don't build those aqueducts like they used to.
I know, so it's still standing.
Yep.
We got stuff here falling down that built 10 years ago, and that's up for 2,000 years.
God. Hey.
That just meant the mayor of Rome spent too much money building it. If your structures outlive your civilization by 2,000 years, you overbuilt.
You probably overbuilt. That's very funny. All right, there you go. Who knew there was
that's crazy.
so much to learn about water towers? So next time I wash my hands, I'm going to remember how far that water had to travel into my building. Yes, right. By the way, I never wash my hands. Okay, if you're interested.
But yeah, man, that's a crazy video. You see, look. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. And I thought, you know what I'm saying, that I knew where he was going to go with it. Took it somewhere completely different, man. Shout out to Neil Tyson and Chuck Nice. I try, especially when I'm at work, to, like, at least play the podcast. Like, even though I might be working, like, just have it in the background so I could absorb some of the information, man. But, yeah, man, like, let me know if y'all like this video. Definitely cool. This dude is eating an apple or something. I don't know what he got. Like, I was looking. Anyway, my name is Reign. Catch you on the flip side. RCP. Salute. Wait for it. Dab on him.